The purpose of this video is not to provide you with legal advice. So if you have any questions on what you should do or what course of action would be in your best interest, you'll want to speak to a lawyer. Welcome to part 2 of the instructional series on how to file for divorce with minor children. A divorce with minor children can be defined as follows. You and your spouse is pregnant, or you and your spouse has a child under the age of 18, and you have a non-covenant marriage. The easiest way to check if you have a non-covenant marriage is to look at your marriage license. If you need assistance figuring out if you have a non-covenant marriage or not, contact the clerk's office at 928-753-0713. If you have not done so already, obtain a How to File for Divorce with Minor Children packet provided by the court clerk's office at a minimal cost, or print it online at www.mojavecourts.com. This packet works in conjunction with this video to make the process easier. Things to keep in mind while watching this video. You are responsible for ensuring all affected parties are served, informed of any and all legal actions taken during the courtroom proceedings. The process of serving documentation to other parties may be lengthy, especially if the other party is uncooperative. The courtroom proceedings will be placed on hold until the other parties have been notified and have given the courts legal proof that they were served. If attempting to serve to a party outside the U.S., a lawyer with knowledge of international law is suggested. In general, consulting a lawyer may help prevent unexpected results. It is recommended that you consult a lawyer to ensure you're filing the appropriate paperwork. There are multiple methods to serve court documents to other parties. First, we will cover the methods when the party is known to reside inside the U.S., obtaining an acceptance of service. By mailing or physically giving the other party the documents and having them sign acceptance of service form in front of a notary is one of the methods. This method is not suggested if either party has a history of violence, or you have a reason to believe it may result in a verbal or physical altercation. Note that the intended recipient may refuse to sign and return the acceptance of service form. Another option is to send the documents via the U.S. Postal Service, UPS, FedEx, or other delivery service and request restricted delivery to ensure the package is signed for by the intended party only. The green card that the U.S. Postal Service sends to you, once signed for by the intended party, serves as proof of delivery. With UPS and FedEx, they offer similar options with online proof of delivery. Either way, proof must be filed into your case file via the clerk's office in lieu of the acceptance of service form. The recipient may refuse to sign for the package, and depending on the delivery service selected, the cost may vary. You may choose to pay a certified private process server to deliver your documents to the intended party. Process servers offer flexibility and specialize in serving difficult or troublesome parties. The cost may vary depending on the level of difficulty or the number of times attempting to serve a particular party. Just like in the before mentioned methods, the party may refuse to sign for the documents. A list of authorized process servers is available on www.mojavecourts.com under the quick links in the clerk's office page. In the next method, you contact the sheriff's office in the county of the intended recipient. The sheriff's office requests a fee and attempts to serve the documents to the intended recipient. This method may have better results due to the presence of an authority figure. But if the party doesn't answer the door or the sheriff's department is unable to make contact with the intended party, you may need to pursue a different method. If the intended party is incarcerated, this is the most reliable method of serving the recipient. If all other options fail, you must request from the court to do a service by publication. This method requires you to pay for the use of a newspaper of general circulation, placing an advertisement for the set period of time and set number of times published. This method will definitely place your case momentum to a standstill. The length of time is generally 60 to 90 days, and permission to inform the party in this fashion can only be given by the court. If attempting to serve a party outside the state of Arizona, please ensure that you utilize the affidavit supporting out-of-state service. If all other methods fail, you may need to ask for a motion for alternative service from the courts. This will vary with each judge, and proof of multiple failed attempts will be needed to prove your case to the court. In each method of service of court documents or circumstances, the intended recipient has a certain time frame to reply to your legal actions. In every method, with the intended recipient residing in Arizona, the recipient has only 20 calendar days to reply, including holidays and weekends. With all out-of-state recipient circumstances, the time frame is 30 calendar days to reply. The only exception to this rule is the service of publication, in which the recipient has between 60 and 90 days to reply. Legal representation is recommended to pursue favorable results and ensure proper documentation is being utilized. Please remember that legally notifying the interested parties is your responsibility. Remember, the process of serving the other parties may be time-consuming and difficult, especially if the other party doesn't cooperate. Proof must be submitted to the clerk's office and maintained all records in case any further action is needed. For example, a motion for alternative service. And remember, the Superior Court Library is available during normal courthouse hours, packed with wealth of legal knowledge and resources at your disposal. The court library can be reached at 928-753-0790, extension 4044. And if the staff in the library doesn't know the answer to your question, they can help direct you to someone who does.